everybody, Barcast Hobbies here, and today I have a review for you on this full metal Driger S replica. These replicas are made by Jawas Junkyard and they're made of high density zinc. They, while appearing to be primarily a decorative piece, are more than functional. I've already used this one a couple of times in the Bay Arena and it has held up remarkably well. So, let's take a look at it. As you can see, they come with the decals pre-applied. I believe they're plated somehow. I'm not entirely sure on the method, but it's pretty strong, pretty resilient. In my case, I did touch up the colours a little bit. If you see a little bit of a indentation, I gouged the decal itself a little bit while messing around in a way I shouldn't have. That's no bearing on the blade itself. These decals have been really hard wearing. I personally gave them a little bit of clear coat just to reinforce that, but the only thing you have to do when you get these new is apply the bit chip yourself. Full disclaimer, the only criticism I can give of this Beyblade in its entirety is the bit chip itself is a touch on the blurry side. I don't know how well that comes across on camera. The Driger there isn't as crisp as it could be, but absolutely everything else is spot on. Even the underside, the Driger decal, absolutely gorgeous. Spot on. Perfect. The text isn't blurry at all. It's really legible, even on the underside. We're actually raised on this side. When you get this, it will arrive with both the bit chip and the semi-flat base here, not attached. They're advised to be glued on. In the case of Driger, here, I applied the sticker myself, that's why he's a touch crooked. For those of you wondering, these do take down. They take down just like a normal plastic generation bay, with the one exception being that the cores are welded in. According to the creator, it would increase the cost dramatically if the cores were removable. It's just a matter of practicality and economics to have the cores welded in, but truth be told, it's quite nice to have all the other bits with the ability to have them take down. 8 heavy custom ring, it's really shiny compared to the actual 10 heavy. And these parts are almost one for one with the original Driger S, which I have right here. To the point where the attack ring, not that you'd want to do this because the weight distribution is insanely lopsided, but you can actually put the attack ring on and vice versa. As you can see, the Jawas Junkyard blade assembles just like any plastic generation blade. And that's going to hold it really nice and sturdy. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, because I don't see any review mention this, on classic plastic generation Driger S here, you can see the slope of the attack ring, which allows it to use a very specific kind of attack. And for those of you wondering, this isn't just a flat bar. Those slopes are present as well. It's a very, very close likeness, albeit the Jawas Junkyard attack ring is a fair bit thicker due to the material. This finish, I'm told, is a weathered nickel finish, which gives it a sort of grey metallic colour, which in my opinion looks a bit more like the anime. The original Driger S, this very light grey colour, is lovely, and I like it, but I definitely prefer this weathered metallic finish. But yeah, as a straight up comparison, they are almost the exact same height. The tip is a touch more prominent, but I'm not sure whether that's a difference or whether that's the tip wearing down on Driger over time. And the attack ring is almost a perfect footprint. This is a excellent replica, but you want to see how it performs in the arena, don't you? Don't worry, we've got that coming up. As for its weight compared to the original Driger S, the Jawas Junkyard blade weighs 102.8 grams versus the original Driger S, 29.2. One quick note to be made: while the Jawa Junkyard blades do fit onto the original launcher, due to the increased weight, the seller made a note that it takes a little bit more force to get them going and recommended using the longer ripcords for first gen, and I can confirm that they do take a little bit more force to get started, but they spin excellently once they get going. So just be aware, if you are planning to use these, I do recommend you get the longer ripcord, or mod yourself a string launcher. I find that that works very well as well. Before we move on, a quick test launch just to show you how well it really works. I've got this mini stadium set up right here, which you'll see in the upcoming video. And 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, if you can hear that, it creates quite a menacing, quite low drum sound. And in case anyone is wondering, yes, the semi-flat works, and you can launch it as both a stamina and attack blade. So, for the first battle, I'm going to be putting the Jawa Junkyard Driger S against the original Driger S. I really don't want to do this, but for the sake of the video, I will do it once. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Go shoot! Yeah, you knew that was going to happen. A little bit of impact damage, but it's okay. It should go without saying, do not put plastic gen against these. Now, I'm immediately going to disregard my own advice. I've got this really beaten up old galleon, so let's put Ray against Lee and see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Again, no real surprise. Next up, I'm putting Driger here against this tool attack type blade from Metal Fusion. So, I'm sure you're eager to see this, so let's get on with it. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! That. Ooh. We have a winner. Let's see, whose is that? Oh no. Oh. It's a little bit of Driger's cheek. Yeah, no matter. Get some decals and reapply that. Actually worth noting, the Metal Fusion blade has taken a few scuffs. So it may have ripped a bit of the decal off, but I can replace the sticker. I think I'm going to have a hard time replacing that metal. Well, that decal damage was a bit of a surprise, but absolutely no damage to the metal. But, you've seen this custom before, this low down, really high spinning stamina custom. So, let's see how it does. 3, 2, 1, shoot! Nah, get back in there. Even metal fight is no match. Oh wow. That is seriously scratched up. You can call it the real Tiger Claw attack. Some of those gouges are quite thick and even that plastic is all torn up. Meanwhile, aside from that decal from earlier, Driger remains perfect. In the spirit of wanton destruction, I've got this cheap Metal Fight Beyblade from AliExpress. Let's see if we can trash it. Now, be warned, I'm not endorsing these, only because in the past we've known these to contain lead, but still. Let's see if we can trash it, shall we? Gonna wear some eye protection for this one. Ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot! Give that another go. 3, 2, 1. Well, there you go. For those of you worried about the metal, it's totally undamaged. Finally, I'm going to put it up against this Junkyard X Beyblade and see how it does. 3, 2, 1, go! And just like that, it's done. Bronzer's got a couple of scratches. It's fared a fair bit better than I thought it would. Let's see how it fares against this knockoff from AliExpress. 3, 2, 1, shoot! Well, that one shook the stadium so much it knocked out the power. You know what? Let's give that one more try. Give it a sitting time. Let's try it up against this knockoff with a flat tip. Well, that seemed definitive. So, knockoff Drom's X Beyblade with flat head versus Driger S Jawas Junkyard. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it back in there. Just for fun, let's try that one more time. 3, 2, 1, shoot! 3, 2, 1. What can I say? AliExpress don't build them like they should. Once again, we can see evidence of the real Tiger Claw attack. I've actually just noticed a bit of that knockoff X blade is stuck right there on Driger's cheek. that actually might explain why these particular parts of the decal are the ones that are rubbing off. It's because that cheek protrusion is what's making contact. That's not a fault of the seller. Yes, as I was saying, the original Driger S has that as well. In fact, it's actually more exaggerated. It sticks out slightly more. So that's not a problem with the seller's product. That's just a consequence of the blade's design. And remember, these are replicas. They're meant to be very close to the original. But yeah, honestly, the only part of that that's damaged is the decal. So, conclusion. Would I recommend the Jawa Junkyard Driger S? The answer is yes. I mean, especially at this price point. The decal damage is excusable. You can't bang your toys together hard contact and not expect a little bit of damage, but these are primarily display pieces anyway, and what gorgeous display pieces they are. But they do function. Not only does it have all the original features, but at the price point, 50 USD, need I remind you, and the blade itself has taken absolutely no damage. These aren't even really scuffs, it's just material from the other blades. This is an amazing product, in my opinion. If you really are worried about keeping it pristine, keep it on the shelf. But if you don't mind a little bit of that, even if that does get a little, the decals get a little damaged, well, you can buy replacement stickers and lay them over, and they look absolutely perfect. That's what I'm going to do with this one anyway. All in all, an amazing product at an amazing price. I'm going to link Jawa Junkyard below, and I've got nothing but good things to say about these products. Until next time, this is Barghest Hobbies signing off. Hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.